You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got some updates for you for next week. Steffy Forrester is back. Will Liam reveal their dirty secret at last? So right now on B&B, Liam Spencer has pretty much given up any pretense that he respects Steffy Forrester's marriage to Dr. Finnegan. You know, for a while, Liam insisted he just wanted to protect her from Sheila Carter, and Finn can't do it because he's too close to his biological mother. But now Steffi's back next week, the week of October 30th, and it seems that Liam's voicemail he left her might be what brings her back to LA really mad. We're going to unpack this and talk about what Liam can do to finish off her marriage once and for all. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. And now let's dig in. So word is spreading really fast that Sheila is putting down roots in LA with no reason to leave town because she's with Deacon. It's bad enough that they've told people they're in love and they freaked out. They haven't even revealed the whole marriage proposal engagement thing. I think they were just trying to get people used to the idea of their relationship. And of course, it's going over like a lead balloon. So meanwhile, of course, Steffi left LA to get away from Sheila, taking her children, leaving their daddies behind. So last week we saw Ridge Forrester drop in on Finn to chat about the Sheila-Deacon situation, but he decided to let Finn decide when to tell Steffi this upsetting news, but he did tell Finn in no uncertain terms that she must be told, and Finn does want to tell her, but he wants to get on the phone and talk to her in person, and I think they've been playing phone tag because of the time difference. But then also on Friday the 20th, Liam Spencer dropped by and said basically the same thing, but then he was really nasty to Finn, who, I mean, let's be real, he should not be held accountable for his awful bio mom. You don't get to pick your parents, you know? And he's told Sheila that she's out of his life, and he seems to be sticking to it. I just don't think he can do more than he's done already. I mean, short of, running her over with his car, I mean, he can't. But Liam knows that he can leverage this Sheila-Deacon romance to make Finn look worse to Steffi. So that's what he decided to do. When Finn left the room to go save lives in his job as a doctor, Liam picked up the phone intent on ruining lives like the scumbag Finn accused him of being. The thing for me is that even if Steffi decides she can't be with Finn because of Sheila, that doesn't mean that Liam wins her by default. I don't think Steffi should give Liam the time of day ever again after he walked out on her while she was pregnant, begging him not to go, down on her knees on the sidewalk, literally clinging to his legs while he walked away. That to me, that scene forever cements to me why Steffi should never be anything more than a polite co-parent to Liam. That was awful. So for that reason alone, I don't think Liam is a prize. And even before that, he tried to control her, to tame her, tell her how to live her life, let her know when she wasn't meeting his expectations. Remember his attitude about her riding her motorcycle? It was like he was always setting these boundaries and limits, like she wasn't a whole adult woman who gets to decide about her own life. And I think he's got an attitude of entitlement where both Steffi and Hope Logan are concerned. But he's also got one more big card up his sleeve that Liam can play to ruin Steffi's marriage. I'm sure that you heard him say on Friday towards the end of the episode that he wants to marry her again. That's when he was kind of talking to himself after Finn left the room. So as far as Liam is concerned, he's playing for keeps. And I think that means there's really no telling just how low Liam Spencer may stoop. He's been focusing on pushing Steffi away from Finn by trash talking her husband and making accusations about how Sheila will always be in his life, and trying to pull her towards him. And that was the subject of his phone call on Friday when he left that voicemail saying, you need to come home. Don't come home to Finn, come home to me. So he's like pulling Steffi towards him and trying to push Stephie away from Finn. But the card that Liam is holding that he has left to play isn't one that would further pull Stephie from Finn. It's one that might actually have Finn push Stephie away with both hands. Do you remember the big secret he's sitting on? The one that no one but him, Stephie, and Wyatt Spencer know? There's this saying that Ben Franklin made, 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Wyatt's not dead, but he is gone from LA. If you hadn't heard, Darren Brooks was cut by B&B and written out, and again, was not given a proper exit like how they did to Rena Sofer as Quinn. I wonder if they're even going to mention that he left, or if they're going to make some excuse about he's working at some Spencer Publications branch in Europe or something, or if they're just not going to mention him. Bold and Beautiful frustrates me with how they exit people in this very low-key, to me, kind of a disrespectful way, like in no regard for the character or for fans of the character, or even for me, to the actors. And that's kind of what went on with Darren Brooks, I think. So, of course, back to the secret, Steffie's got no plans to tell anyone that Liam kissed her twice and tried for a third kiss. This secret is long overdue to come out. I see you guys in the comments here absolutely inflamed that these kisses have stayed hidden for so long, and I agree with you. Will they finally come out? It's time, right? It's more than time. It's way, way, way late at this point. So Finn is desperate to get Stephie back to LA, back in their home, and reconcile their marriage. But would Finn change his tune if he finds out Stephie and Liam kissed 2 times and she never told him? Remember how she and Finn were talking about Hope betraying Liam by kissing Thomas? Finn talked about how awful it was that Hope kissed a man who's not her husband. And Stephie had so many opportunities to come clean, reveal the kiss, say it was a misunderstanding. Liam kissed her. She didn't kiss back. She told him never to do it again. He did it once more, and then she drew a line in the sand. But because she's kept it hidden from Finn, it makes it seem like a much bigger deal. It makes it seem like the kisses meant something to her. Otherwise, she would have ratted out Liam and let him face her angry husband. So if Liam drops this bombshell, if he tells Finn he's kissed Stephie a couple of times and she kept it from him, that might push the hot doc right over the edge. Finn has been fighting so hard for their marriage, but if he thinks Stephie betrayed him while he's been doing everything he can to win her back, it might be too much for him. It might actually be a deal breaker. So what do you guys think? Can Liam steal Stephie from Finn by trying to drive him away from her by revealing those kisses? Do you think that Liam would sink that low to tell Finn about them? I do. I actually 100% think that he would. Every time Liam opens his mouth lately, he's making worse and worse choices. So I definitely feel like it could come out, and I feel like it should come out. Drop your comments below on what you think about these kisses still remaining secret. If you think that Liam will tell Finn to try and blow up her marriage, and if he does, will Stephie be furious at Liam? I mean, just because of his current attitude, I don't want her to get back with him. I don't like the way they're writing him right now. It's very frustrating. So we'll see. Given how despicable he's been behaving lately, I totally see that he could spill it to make it look like she was an active participant to try and ruin her marriage. All right, drop your comments below on what you think about this. Please click a like if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, please click subscribe so you don't miss any of our B&B updates. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming by to talk B&B with me every single day. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.